Hello, listeners. Welcome to my podcast show. This is your host, Isaiah Nenny, and this is the GameTime Gazette, where we're talking all sports, including Formula One, UFC, boxing, NBA, NFL, NHL, and more. Let's have some fun. Let's get ready.
Alrighty, guys. Welcome back to the GameTime Gazette. It's your host, Isaiah Nenny, joined again by Nye Simmons. Glad to have him on the pod again.
Yes, sir. Good to be back.
Yes, sir. Now, it was a good game, a good day of games yesterday,
Yeah, for sure.
That the Wemby, the Spurs, the Thunder.
That Rookie of the Year matchup.
Yeah,
Or not really a matchup, but because Wemby probably got that. But
he got it on lock, but
the top two.
It was, it was still a discussion, because Chet's been doing this thing, and Wemby put it to bed yesterday. I didn't even think he was going to be able to win or whatever, but put it to bed still.
Yeah, now he, down that stretch, he took over. He finished with, 28 and 13?
28, yeah, let's got the highlights
5
right here.
blocks.
He's dominating still. And it's he's such a big guy too, coming into the league, we're wondering, is he gonna be able to translate his game from, the French league over here to the NBA? This guy's doing it seamlessly, and I ain't even watched the game like that, so these highlights are the first time watching it. But it's these type of blocks, bro. Guys not even getting off the ground. Know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just crazy. Every time I watch him, I'm like, bro, this is the worst he's gonna be.
This team is gonna get so much better, especially this year too. Looking at the draft and all that. They got right now. What draft picks do they got right now? I believe they got. Let me check.
I know they have a few first rounders.
Bro, they got 3. They got 3 this year. Got 3 next year.
Yeah. I don't know if you've seen that report. They're Trae Young would want to go there.
Oh yeah, even Trae Young
That's
too.
what I'm saying. If you got a top pick, I'm gonna ask you, would you pull that trigger for Trae Young?
Oh, I'm pulling it because Trae Young and the Hawks too. It's the last 2 years. Remember 2 years ago? I don't know. It was a small when they had, what was their last coach's name? But their last coach,
McMillan.
Yeah, right. And then it was him and Trae Young had kind of a they didn't get along. And they were trying to trade Trae Young and stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if Trae Young leaves because Atlanta's middle of the pack. They're they're 500 in their last 1,400 games or something like that. I'd pull the trigger.
If I'm the Spurs and I got Wemby, there is no rebuild. I'm trying to get players now. He is the rebuild. That's all we need.
How old is Pop gonna be?
Exactly.
Real talks. Look at this guy. He takes over games. Imagine him with a guy that shoots
Trae
the
Young.
3. Trae Young.
His playmaking,
brother. It's just not you could still keep Vassell. They have a lot of draft picks.
That's what I would try to get Trae, keep Vassell, and Wemby. Those are your 3, and just fill in everything else.
Have you ever seen this guy? Let me show you the Nikola Topic. We're talking about this. Their next draft picks, and right, this guy's projected 3rd. He's projected to go to to the Spurs, right? So if they don't get Trae Young, this guy's a guy. This guy's the point guard. He's He's what Jokic and he's a Jokic. They're saying this draft isn't that strong, right?
Yeah.
But for me, I take that as this draft's probably gonna be one of the better ones because we look at the last few years. You know what I'm saying?
You never really know.
You never know. It's how much work these guys put in. This guy's a baller. Imagine him, and this is just obviously this is probably just his offensive tape right here, but he's a passer. This guy could dime the ball, all this, and put him beside Wembanyama. Different.
Exactly, yeah.
And Wembanyama's actually I'm seeing him we're talking about face of the league. That's all the conversations that are around because obviously LeBron's not gonna play till he's 90. So it's I feel Wembanyama could be a next face of the league. I feel Wemby at Luka, but for Wembanyama to be in that conversation, it's he has to be on that team. And I feel getting a draft pick like Topic, they got right now they're projected to get the 3rd, the 7th. They got a few second rounders, and they even got I guess if trades go their way and got some protected picks in there still in the first round, be able to rebuild this year, stock
That's
up.
why I feel Wemby, he don't feel like he's a rookie. I feel this is Wemby's second year, maybe third year. So that's why I think they should probably just pull the trigger and go all in. Just say, forget the rebuild. We want pieces right now that can come in and complement Wemby.
We're even talking about age too, right? And we're talking about like how old Pop is gonna be. Like how old is Pop gonna be? Is Pop gonna be around to be able to go, to that final round? And it's gonna be that's the Spurs is gonna be the one team, like the team of the future. We're looking at all the teams of the future. Like I feel like them getting Wembanyama just changes everything. Like they just set up for so long. They got a franchise guy like straight out the gate. He's averaging 20 straight out the gate. I mean, it's like it's the way the league is, but it's also Wembanyama's just that good.
Yeah.
Nah, it's just this guy's a baller still. Topic. What else were you thinking from last night? What other games you watched last night?
I watched Knicks and the Warriors.
Oh, that game, I didn't think the Warriors were going to win the game. I'm not going to lie. But, I mean, the Knicks haven't been playing too well without Julius Randle and OG and all that.
Yeah.
So I guess that's why. But, yeah, the Warriors, 10-2 in their last...
I might hop back on the Warriors bandwagon, I'm not going to lie.
Think they're coming back. Hey, where they at in the
standings? They're like 12-2 their last 12. 10-2 in their last 12 games.
Yeah, balling 8-2 in their last 10. Yeah, 12-2 in their last 12. Yeah, they're balling right now. I mean, the West is jumbled up, but yeah, like we said yesterday, if you win a few games in the West, it's like
you move up. Yeah,
you move up, you get right back in there.
I mean, it's not really how you start; it's how you finish. If you get hot at the right time.
Yeah, there's still like 20 or so games to go, right? Yeah. So, I was even looking at like. Because earlier in the year, when like they were, or not even earlier in the year, like last year too, when like the Raptors were trying to trade like OG, or not trying to, but like I guess there was a market for OG and Pascal. They were talking about getting like a Kuminga, like Warriors were about to offer Kuminga for like Pascal, have a package of Moody. Yeah. And I wanted them to pull the trigger on that so bad because, bro, Kuminga's a star. Like you can see it, bro. From the first year, like you pair him up with like anybody, he could play on any type of team. He's versatile player.
They just got Chris Paul back a couple games ago.
Baller too.
Clay's been playing better off the bench.
Yeah, that game after they put him on the bench, it really set him straight. Like, it really set Clay straight. And, the team's actually clicking. Like, I'm actually, I mean, like we said, it's all, when you get to playoffs, it's 0-0, and it's those teams that been there. And those guys got a lot of playoff experience there, too. We're even talking about Chris Paul, too. That guy has bare playoff experience, too.
Yeah, it's a team that you don't want to. It's not a team you want to see in the first round.
That's true.
Like if you get the first seed, you don't want to be rewarded with going against Steph Curry, and if Klay Thompson is anything close to decent, he only has to be decent. He only have to.
Real talk.
Give him 15 to 20,
real
3-4 threes.
Real talk.
Shoot efficient. Yeah.
That's
I'm
true.
on the Warriors bandwagon.
That's true. I mean, it's an attractive bandwagon to hop on because, bro, like, we're looking the end of the season. Season ends this month, right? So it's like they're getting hot at the right time, doing the right things at the right time. I could see them going up against Timberwolves, and because Oracle Arena gets loud in the playoffs. It gets loud in April, It gets loud in April, and it's like. I don't know if I trust Ant. I trust Ant. He's gonna give me 25, 30. But Cat, I don't know what Cat's gonna give me. Rudy Gobert doesn't have a bag to really lock in on in the playoffs, especially could put Draymond Green on him and then Draymond's guarding him up, locking him up.
Yeah, only thing with that, Timberwolves outsize them like crazy.
Yeah, that's true. Still got Naz Reid on the bench over there.
Jaden Daniels is 6'9", 6'10".
One of the best defenders in the league. Yeah. Probably the best defender in the league this year, Jaden McDaniels, to be honest. Yeah. That's true though. Yeah, defensively, that's why they're I feel like they're number one defensive team in the league or something.
Definitely at the top for sure.
So it's defensively, I guess that's where their strengths are gonna come out, and defense wins championships too. For sure. So can't count them out. It's gonna be. I mean, this playoffs for me, the NBA, 2016, 17, 18. After that Warriors, the Raptors championship, when we broke down the Warriors and all that. I feel like we reset the league. We're back.
I think there's been a new champion every season since then, right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, we reset the league, and this is what it's supposed to be. You know, like like you'd love to see dynasties, but you love to see the parity. Like, I don't even know. Like if I ask you right now, who do you think's gonna win the league right now? Like, who do you think? Like, who do you think's winning the West? Like
the West.
You know, like even with all we're talking about Warriors are hot. Yeah. Lakers got Bron. Lakers got AD. Kings are not too much, but they got De'Aaron Fox, Sabonis. You know what I'm saying? Got Mavericks, Luka. Who do you think's winning right now?
Right now, I think it's hard to go.
It's hard. Denver. That's what I'm saying. It's hard, bro. It's hard.
For the sake of that, I'm gonna go with the Clippers from out west. Yeah, and then out east, Boston probably got that. So, I mean, based off that, it's gonna be a new champion. It's not.
I mean, not gonna be the same one too. Not gonna be the same one too. Even with that too, like I even see like in the East, because we're even talking about Boston. I don't know why I just feel them like not being there in the playoffs, man. Like it's these type of seasons, bro. Like they have 12 losses right now, bro.
Who do you think could knock them off? Like you can see getting it.
You know what I'm saying? It's tough, bro, because it's like who's in the East, bro. But the Knicks, when they had like Julius Randle, OG, they looked really good.
The Knicks are my dark horse team.
Yeah, no, they looked really good. And like, even though like I'm not too big of a Knicks fan, like I root for OG, and like I'm rooting like if OG comes back, I don't even know what type of injury he has or Julius Randle has.
I know
Julius Randle was like a foot, right, or something.
Nah, it's his shoulder.
Oh, shoulder.
He dislocated his shoulder.
Oh, weird.
And then I think OG is something with his elbow.
Okay. Also, those sound like those don't sound easy to come back from. I'm not gonna lie. But I mean, they're NBA guys. They're getting the top treatment. You know, playoff time is still a month away. Yeah, Knicks, the Sixers. I don't know, cause that Joel Embiid injury, bro. Yeah. I mean, like he got like surgery. Like Joel Embiid is like, if he comes back, it's like tight window that he comes back. Like you'll really have to work real hard, you know.
I know.
In a month, like after getting surgery, that's actually crazy. That's like, even with all the like world class, you know, medical facilities and all that, I don't see him doing that, you know. Like,
how do you feel about the Heat? They got Rozier at the deadline or around the deadline. Tyler Hero, been solid this year. Bam. You know how Jimmy is.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's that one guy. Like these guys like being 8th seed. They like being the 7th seed, and they like I don't know. Like they always look bad in the regular season, inconsistent. Not bad, but inconsistent, right? Where they're losing games they're not supposed to. Like I mean.